Welcome to another episode of the Open Wide Podcast. Dr. Jenny and Susan with you today. And today we have a hot topic, Susan.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about bachelorette parties. And I don't, it's been a long time since I've had a bachelorette party. If I even had one, I don't even know if I ever had one. But in doing some research on bachelorette parties, I realized that it's a relatively new phenomenon. Did you know that? That in the 80s, because feminism had taken place and men were going off for stag events prior to weddings, that women wanted their own thing. And so it kind of bubbled up from there. Hen night is the way the Brits call bachelorette parties. So it kind of bubbled up from there. I mean, sure, long before that, there was opportunities for women to get together before weddings, but it really started in earnest in the United States as a result of the feminist movement. Did you know that part?
I didn't know that, but do you think it was a retaliation?
And I wouldn't say retaliation,
against
but
the bachelor parties?
It was an equalization. Like, you've got one, I want one too. That kind of thing. Back in the days when I had new friends with bachelorette parties, we'd go to the local pub called the Red Onion, and and like have a couple of cocktails and some food. Now they're going to Costa Rica and they're doing bachelorette parties in the south of France, and I mean, it's gotten to be a whole new thing. And I know that some communities like Savannah, I think, is one of them. Nashville is another. Las Vegas, obviously, both loves and hates the bachelorette parties because they bring in revenue naturally, but they're wild. The girls go wild, and so it's often a problem in a community when they all come in to celebrate. All in all, I think it's a wonderful way for girls to come together and celebrate, in upcoming nuptials for somebody, one of their friends. I see it as sort of harmless, but anyway, that's the kind of history behind it.
So I was the maid of honor one time for a gal that was getting married, obviously, and there were maybe 3 bridesmaids, me, the maid of honor, and the bride. So what is that? Party of 4, 5, or 6, whatever it is. And this was 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And the gist of it was everyone got drunk. Jenny would remain the sober driver because I was the maid of honor. And I drove them around to different places.
God.
Well, the bride had the sash on with the thing from the dollar store, saying getting married or come kiss the bride or the candy necklace.
Right. Oh, my God.
Thing. And it was a night of horror for me.
It must have been for you. Yeah.
Nothing against the bride and nothing against the event.
But I mean, it's hard to be a lot of drunk people forget what party it is.
And then all of the other things that the maid of honor has to do.
Yeah.
It was at that moment I decided I will never do this again.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to hear that we have evolved from taking the Siesta Key trolley around to however many bars and doing that. What do you call it? The crawl?
Yeah, the pub crawl, the bar crawl, whatever it is.
We were just crawling regardless of the pub or whatever.
Yeah.
It's transformed from that type of a thing to we're going to Costa Rica for a yoga retreat. We're going to Nashville for a weekend. But here's my question.
Yeah.
You've got to have some money to be able to fly everybody to X, Y, and Z for the yoga retreat and have matching Lily Pulitzer outfits.
Yeah, no, I don't think you fly everybody. Your bridesmaids fly themselves to this thing, which is why you got to be really serious about, do you want to be a bridesmaid?
You've got to think it through.
Take some jack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get
it just takes some jack.
To get to the bachelorette party, and then if there's a destination wedding, I mean, that's a lot. That's a big expense for a bridesmaid.
I know.
Oh my God.
But it's just intriguing to me how we've gone from one night of drunkenness to now we're stretching it out.
Multi-day.
Right, multi-day, out of town. Like the people have children, they have jobs, they have lives.
Yeah.
You put all of that on hold, you back it all up.
Right.
To do this, it's quite impressive.
So it might be a little bit out of control then, I guess. I would think too that you don't need 4 days. Like, what's the matter with going to the Red Onion with your friends? But yeah, I think it may be a little bit out of control. But nevertheless, girls having fun is always fun to watch. I think always fun to see.
It is.
Yeah.
And they said, I did a little online research. The average bachelorette party is between 5 and 15 girls.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was rather large, especially if we're doing an excursion.
Right.
You could even do a day on the water. We're in Florida. You could do a day on the water, like on the boat, things like that. But I don't know if girls like fishing or just going out on a boat. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably not.
They also mentioned cooking classes. I really don't want to sign up for a cooking class to celebrate me getting married.
No.
That would be like giving me a new Dyson, vacuum cleaner and saying,
to get ready for your new life.
Jenny.
Right, exactly. No, I agree with that.
So I don't know. And then I guess the bachelorette party is to bring those people together, but aren't you already together if you're going to be in someone's wedding?
I don't know. I mean, and I suppose everybody's just different. Like, you may have your college roommate who's now lives in North Dakota and you live down here and you haven't seen each other for a year, but
that's true.
I'm making stuff up. I don't know. I just love the idea that women can come together and celebrate a life event for one of their gal pals, and have fun along the way. But I do think it just gets a little out of control with the expense. And do you really have to go to Costa Rica? Do you really have to go to Paris, France? That kind of a thing. But
how fun does that sound, going to Paris?
I know, that does sound like fun. Yeah.
That's a great idea. So if you were going to have a bachelorette party today, these days, how many people would you have, ballpark? And would you do a destination thing, or would you just keep it super simple? Or would you skip the whole thing? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but here you are.
Well, okay, let me just say, I have a girl posse. Like, I have a girl posse of 6 to 8 girls that are very, very close. We've gone through each other's life events together. And so this is the posse that I would have together. And whether we went away, whether we stayed here, we would still laugh our asses off, drink a lot of wine. We would have a good time. And so I don't know that it necessarily matters to me where it would take place. But I do think it's a seminal moment to celebrate, with your girlfriends. And so I'd probably do it. Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah. I would definitely do it. And I would keep it small. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Right.
And I just want to get together, laugh my ass off, drink some wine, and celebrate.
And celebrate.
Just celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate women, celebrate us, celebrate the future.
Yeah.
Celebrate everyone's future, and celebrate health.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Important. It's so important. And so important to be together with your girlfriends, which I will endorse any day of the week.
So you know what I think we should do, Susan? We should invite our podcast listeners to have a bachelorette party with us.
Yeah, there's our 6 right there.
And I think that is a fabulous bachelorette wrap.
No, I got one story.
Oh, back it up, Nate.
It's got nothing to do with bachelorettes per se, but a friend of mine runs a touring company in another state, similar to the touring company I run here. And she has a tour called the Pub Crawl. And so she gets a call one day from a woman who wants to go on the pub crawl and asking how much it is and so on and so forth. And she said, before I hang up, I have one more question. And my friend Pam goes, yeah, what is it? And she said, well, how much crawling is involved? The pub crawl. In this business, you get the craziest questions. Okay?
That is classic.
Crazy. How much crawling is involved? At first, she thought she was kidding, and then she realizes, no, this girl's serious. Like, she really thinks we're crawling from pub to pub. Oh, my God.
What was the answer? Minimal? Minimal. But I would bring those pads.
It depends on how much you have to drink, I think, is the answer. But yeah, we get the craziest questions in this business. So I have somebody called me one time about one of our tours and one of our food tours. And it was, listen, I have a peanut allergy. I'm gluten-free. I can't eat, any kind of nut products. I'm allergic to celery. I don't like sesame seeds. And I'm like, you should go bowling. Like, what did you do? A food tour. Okay, seriously.
The skydiving
we'll
phone
give her
number
one carrot stick. We'll make money off of her. Oh my God. So I don't know why I digressed.
Well, and I have one more about this bridesmaids thing. What have you seen the Bridezillas?
Yeah.
And that whole, like, speaking of no carrots, no sesame seeds, no this, no that.
Yeah.
I could not imagine being a maid of honor or a bridesmaid for a bridezilla.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That would be hard.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
And you've seen the movie Bridesmaids?
Yeah, but years ago. That's an old movie, right?
Years ago.
Yeah.
Hysterical. If you haven't seen Bridesmaids, you've got to watch that.
I should look at it again.
Oh, that is, you just cry.
Yeah.
It is so funny.
Yeah.
So, from food tours and weird questions to pub crawls and how long do I have to crawl?
Crawling is involved.
To bridesmaids parties. We cover it all here. We've got it all covered for you today.
God.
Anything else you can think of?
No, that would be it on that. It's a wrap, as you like to say.
So this is a bridal wrap. Thanks for listening, everybody. We thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please share this show with friends and family and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way, you'll never miss weekly drops. Stay strong, dream big, and floss your teeth.